have been working with the League of Women Voters to get into the schools and ensure that our students are engaged in civic participation and that they're learning about their rights to vote and that they're being registered to vote. I actually sit on the board of the UMass Women into Leadership, and I fell upon that because of the thoughts around how do you get young girls into thinking about being in office.
One of the ways that the League of Women Voters is collaborating with the Women's Fund and the LIPPI program is by really being creative and taking a look at what women need to be encouraged to run for office and to vote intelligently. There are no limits. This is an amazing time for women, and we can and will succeed.
Women will step up and lead if they're given the right opportunities and support of each other. It's been a mission of mine, and it was to advance diversity in politics. And now in the position of actually being able to affect policy, it's my intention to broaden the diverse representation in government. And that includes whether it's an elected office, people serving on boards and commissions, encouraging people to become involved, civic engagement, community activism. There in Pittsfield, we have a deep love for volunteerism and community activism, and I hope to continue to inspire that.
LIPPI helps so much to me. When I think about all of the networking and phone calls and grassroots efforts, knocking on doors, telephone calls to friends and networks, they're an amazing, amazing group of women and an amazing organization that's doing really important work.
We actively recruit women, and I notice that for me, like I've met young women who are interested in the career field. I meet them for a cup of tea in town, and I sit down and talk with them, and that's definitely non-traditional. It's very rare, I think, to see a police chief sitting with a potential recruit. But what we have found is that's really the way that we need to recruit women into the field. They need to see that there's women in leadership positions already, and they need to feel like there's a place for them in that department. So it really has affected the way that I mentor young people who may be interested in the field coming in. We want people that come in that really have a wide variety of experience and education. So it's been great for us. Our department is, I think, we certainly don't hire some sort of cookie cutter employee that walks in the door that maybe already has been a cop or maybe has military experience. We used to focus heavily on those folks, but now I think we look at our candidates a little differently and think about what uniqueness they can bring to our department.
As a volunteer commissioner, we travel around the state between the 14 counties, 351 cities, and we narrow it down to about 9 hearings that we conduct in the course of the year. And we have professionals who serve women who will come and testify before the commission. When the commission sits in the western counties where I live, I make sure to call people, put it on social media, and actively solicit the voices of people that I think are underrepresented but who need to be heard. And what I've been able to witness in the 2 terms that I've been a commissioner is that the other 18 volunteer commissioners throughout the Commonwealth are deeply committed to this work, and that our legislators and our governor are very responsive to our voice as commissioners on behalf of the women. So the message that I took from LIPPI is that I'm good enough as I am. And when you sit up a little straighter after reinforcing that message, you realize that you're invincible and you can do anything.
I don't necessarily know that I would have been as effective as I find myself to be now had it not been for my participation in LIPPI.
And you can't control when the door opens, you can only control whether or not you're willing to walk through it. And so I walked through it, and I walked through 3 doors after LIPPI. And I really think that my experience with the LIPPI program is what helped me to push me through those doors and really has supported me even through then.
LIPPI gave me the encouragement to say, I can, with my skills, do anything. Just put it in front of me and I will figure it out.
The Leadership Institute provided me with the right amount of confidence and perseverance to believe that I could succeed.